Oops. One moment, please. There you go. Thank you again to Raw Fury, the publisher, and to the developer for the key. Looking forward to trying this game. Might be cake. If there's probably vanilla, since one of the kids. Oh, they hate chocolate cake. Damn. I love chocolate. The options. I think we're good. I don't think we need to think. New game. Let's go. Oh. I always jump into games blind. I just know, like, as far as I know. Oh god. Is that loud? I think it was just on my end. Yeah, I always jump into the games blind, so I'm excited to see. I just know it's an RPG, CRPG. Oh. The cleric. Oh god. I definitely don't want a pre-built one. So is this dependent on... Oh, so whatever your higher stat is, that's gonna change your class. Maybe, or your abilities, I guess. Maybe it's just... Oh no, never mind. Oh, I see. You can choose what they can be proficient on. Nope. Let's see. Charisma. Charisma measures your eloquence, confidence, and ability to navigate social situations of any kind. In short, it is the force of your unkempt personality, but they don't need to know that. A smooth talk your way into any position of your liking. You can be affiliated with any known faction or thought. Reality is molded around your will, like a social chameleon. Become a social operator. Become anything you need to make everyone finally love you. Wisdom measures your awareness, intuition, and ability to understand the world around you. To feel it, you may not know why, but meeting the gaze of another grants you an empathetic bond with her wants and fears, her dreams and hopes. You can read people for good or bad and pick up details others would pass by. It is your belief in the heart of all folk to give and share what you have and be completely and utterly selfless. It is the only true road to redemption. Gods only know how hard you try. Okay. Intelligence. Measures your ability to recall, store, and process information. It is your logical receptacle and calculator. It is only proper for you to hone the pulsating mass within your skull. But why? Also, did I change the game category on the purple app? Simple, pure, unadulterated ego. Knowledge rules the world, so too shall you one day lead the weak. Bring your genius to the masses. If they do not bow, they do not deserve you. You know everything about the past, therefore it is only rational you will truly know the future as well. Let me double check. Interesting. I did. Ended. Constitution measures your natural stamina, both mental and physical. It's how much you can take before going down. The world is harsh and unforgiving. It will beat you to a pulp with words and sticks. So listen to your gut. The instinct that kicks in when you're standing at the pit, it is the voice that speaks nothing but bodily truth. Every choice you make, every emotion you accumulate can be traced back to the lower half of that stomach of yours. Follow it, retain the mortality of fleshy logic, simple, easy, truthful. I have a feeling I might do dexterity. Yeah, dexterity. Maybe dexterity intelligence. I am proficient in stomach. We love that. Or I'll speak for myself. I love that. Dexterity measures natural reactivity, balance, and poise, the haste with which you express a witty remark or notice a nervous glance, and of course your ability to gracefully avoid the consequences of your actions. It's all about risk versus reward. It is the feeling of self-preservation when everything falls apart around you. You grab as much as you can while the grabbing's good. You progress towards a new future full of freedom, so those who look out for themselves can prosper and survive. I promise you, no one will. No one else will. And then strength. Higher strength allows you to equip extra items. Wait, oh, this is... Hold on. Oh, I gotta look at that too. What the hell? Strength measures your natural bodily prowess alongside a testosterone-fueled mindset. As a man, it is only proper for you to hone your figure and its capabilities, but why? The search for meaning is vital as the struggle towards competency. Luckily, you already know your cause. To protect the innocent, to lead the weak, to sacrifice until nothing but your bone hit the pavement, to literally die. Become a zealot, regain your honor, set out your divine mission. So higher strength, better extra items, be violent or manly, peaceful in encounters, religious fervor, aesthetic nationalism, increased manhood. Roll. A high strength cleric votes for the party of Norvik, praise of his death. Oh, so there's like more to it depending on what stats you pick. Steal anything. Pick lock, sneak, and dodge traps, roll initiative, and react quickly as a dashing rogue. Not the become rich as a Republican, not a Republican. Revolutionary, just run away, dummy. Constitution is needed for hit points, control your body, and its esoteric connection. Your political party polled 2% last week and you don't care. Pain is good for you. Is it? Prepare more spells. Ooh, I think we might do spells. I don't know. Ooh, dexterity and spells? Maybe. I tend to go like a mix between like rogue and a mage when it comes to these type of games. Prepare more spells, think, plan, and execute an actual plan. Complete the magocratic return. Vote for yourself. I pick my own destiny. That's what it kind of gives. Empower your spells. Ooh, we might need to increase wisdom too then. Well, first off, let me... Okay, wisdom. Be kind and see the good in all folk. Egalitarian hope of the Asgalian working class. There are no big bad evil guys. Okay. With high charisma, you get a automatic discount in select stores near you. Win every conversation, say the right thing. Say whatever gets people to like you and become an apolitical force of nature. Be arguably sociopathic. God. I think I do want the extra points in intelligence. Wisdom does empower your spells. That does seem good too. But I also want... Maybe do that. We'll see how that works out. We'll see. Okay, so how many points we got? Oh, I see. It's the top thing. Does it use more points? Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, so we definitely want a lot of this. Maybe some of this too, just to... Are we charismatic? I don't know. Maybe more health, so we're not too squishy. I don't think we're gonna be charismatic or have strength. The punching bag. You're a farmer's son who grew up in the city. Of course you'd be an outcast. It took time, but eventually you figured out how to cope with it. A troll killer. You don't remember it, but you know well how your father died. Sometimes it motivated you, sometimes it felt impossible to live up to. A kiosk kid. Your mom wasn't around a lot, so to keep you out of trouble, she forced you to get a post-school job. You still despise the smell of newspapers. Lauren, we might get this one, maybe. Spending time alone in the city, you often ended up in the Darwinian library. The strange history of Jor's realm was a constant companion to you. Crowd pleaser. Inevitably, you ended up with the wrong crowd. You quickly picked up on the slang and radical terminology, doing anything to get real friends. Little weirdo. You were a novelty to them, the boy who would do or say anything for their attention, for their approval. After 2 or so years, you got quite good at it. As Gallus activist, your friends soon introduced you to the rebellious belly of Norvik. As a teenager, you spent years spreading chaos and worse, not dwarf propaganda. Earthguard recruit. After your arrest, there wasn't much arguing about it. 3 grueling years in training drilled on the city code and virtues, but you survived. Okay. Oh, we might get this one. This one gives dexterity and wisdom. One friend, you really ever only prayed for that one thing during those lonely years, but the gods did not answer, so you learned to manage as always. Maybe I'm looking more so at the stats. Acolyte, your knack for scribing got you a promotion to the clerical duties. Picked out of the ranks, you quickly showed deep devotion to your divine study. Tower apprentice. Joining the towers in an honor bestowed upon you, it is also a terrible challenge even for you. Who would have thought lectures were so draining? Arcane prodigy. For the first time in your life, you were a natural. You've always known a few cantrips, but real magic was something else. It was power. Alice, how many are there? Damn. As a rising talent, you often found yourself amidst the politicking of superiors. Despite your best efforts, it has never ended well for you. Fateful harbinger. There's something wrong. Praying to a dead god whose whisper lingers in the air, slowly fading, you are isolated among your peers. Esoteric expert. You spent most nights seeking esoterical insight, a lonely life. Your findings were unwanted by those in charge, yet you did not stop. Never. It overshadows you. And you got a lot of charisma. A lot of charisma. Oh, this might be one. This one gives dexterity and intelligence. Revolutionary scribe. Disillusionment. A city with ideals not upheld. One day you choose a side. The emerging democracy. You wrote day and night for change and glory. Bro, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of damn. There's a lot of ways you can go. Abject apostate. No one likes you. When you were demoted for dereliction, no one spoke up against it. But it's fine. You'll be fine. After all, you're used to it. Dead cleric. Oh, dead cleric is growing up alone. That's the last one. Getting into trouble, training with the Earth Guard, devoting your life and becoming a cleric. Was it always supposed to end in the river? I think I'm leaning towards revolutionary scribe just because of the stats. Whether that's gonna help us or not, I guess we'll find out. Let's do. Oh, oops. Aesthetic nationalism, increased manhood. Increase that no more. I can't increase that. Okay. Need to do that. Increase manhood, yeah. Any bottoms in chat? How many inches? I think we're doing that. We'll see how dexterity and intelligence / wisdom will do. Maybe I'll do fine. We'll see. We have some health. Our strength and charisma, though, is shit. So bad. Okay, I think this is the one. So our background focus. A city with ideals not upheld. One day you chose aside the emerging democracy. You wrote day and night for change and glory. She's a writer. "5 days until the first ever an explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. The weakest cleric in Norvik, yet quick and nimble, ready to get the job done. Complete your quest in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices, and remember to get a ton of loot. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time. Just avoid soloing the dungeon. Oh god. 3rd level necromancy. Casting time. 1 action. Speak with the dead. You grant the semblance of life and intelligence. I guess it just shows like different spells later on. I think this is just part of the loading screen. Hopefully. If not, well, fuck. So we can't be soloing any dungeons. Group and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? Oh, it just... I wonder if it randomizes. DC 8, success. Ragn. Ragn? 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 And in your statement of citizenry, Ragn Hemlin. Ragu? Dexterity. Rang. Is that it? I don't think you're called that very often. Fragged. Doesn't sound right. Fuck. No, no one calls you by your name. What? You're often referred to as cleric. Oh. Wait. DC 15. Didn't they use to call you dickass? What the fuck? So my name is dickass. So my name is. Oh, we get to pick. Okay, I have a feeling I know what y'all are gonna vote for, but just in case, what do y'all want? We got Dick Ass Rogue, Cleric, Ragn Hemlin, or Ragn. What names spoke to y'all? Or we can just not say our name, I guess. Just stay silent. You all got opinions? You have an opinion for Dick Ass Rogue? Alright, anybody else? Any preferences? If not, we're just gonna go for that. Going once. Going twice. We're sold. No. Doesn't sound that good when you say it out loud. Your answer, another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? Look around. It's more than darkness, it's nothing all around you. Okay, so what's an occupation in this context? Work, getting paid for labor. This is for sure about your job. You know, the job. Your class. Tell the voice about your class. Class? What class? Lower class? Okay, you are a great spellcaster who will rule the world one day. Your class is whatever gets you to steer clear of society in general. You're a high-class scoundrel, the best of the best. I'm a goddamn wizard. I'm a sneaky little rogue. I'm awful at everything. Okay, so we could either go the wizard route or the rogue route. What's her job? Any preferences in chat? Y'all got preferences? What would you like to see? I think base. That was a DC 14. You already know mine. Yeah, wizard. What makes you happy? We'll go wizard. I'm a goddamn wizard. Gods be damned, you are. It takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? Goal would be nice to get out of this dark pit for one. We need to find out who blew up the tea shop. With your gift, you can easily take control one day. The goblin chieftain, she needs you. Why all these to get out of the darkness to rule the world? Control. Control of everything. It is what you were made for. A tea shop exploded. Unfortunately, yes. That's not good. I like tea shops. Great. I hate tea shops. They should be banned. I don't have anything strong opinions on the shops. In fact, I never think of them at all. I like tea. They're lovely, yes. You may ruminate further on tea shops at a later date. There's a question to be answered. Your goal is... all these questions. Damn, no clue, but you should keep them talking. Alright. To get out of the dark. Keep looking for a way out. No reply, no feedback. Then the voice asks, what is your political affiliation? The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. Hey Ardrick, how are you? Or Emery, sorry. I don't know why I called you Ardrick. I got so used to your previous name. How are you, Emery? If you care for your fellow, vote for the Asgalus? Are those evangelists? You're exhausted because you stayed up too late. Understandable. Yeah, I forgot what time I went to bed last night. Asgalus. No way, those dwarves want to take everything from you, which isn't much, but still, we are not picking that one. It is the duty of the powerful to lead. That is you, no one else. Oh, we choose our... Oh yeah, that's the one where we pick ourselves. That's right. We choose our own destiny, I think. We've moved beyond the bounds of dictators. We are free to make your own choices thanks for the revolutionary free striders. Elections are exhausting. It hides in the back of your skull a fact that you are bound to be nationalist. That didn't work. I should be in charge as the God King Wizard Lord. Yes, we're doing that one. Once we based our worth on knowledge and ability, it shall come again. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Same way you lived, unable to step out of the uniform, not for 1 second. Now's your chance. Break free. I am not dead. Game by Christopher Bodegaard. Oh, she fell. So far, it's an interesting game. I like that there's a lot of choices. That must have taken a lot to like write. If there's like a lot of choices that you can make, a lot of paths you can take. I watch. Oh wow. Esoteric Ebb. I'm curious how our run is gonna go when we have high dexterity and high we're gonna be squishy. Delicious. Oh wow. Hello. Day one. A fresh start. Get up. Your body aches. It's stiff as if you slept for days. Don't sleep in the armor, dumbass. Ready for the quest to continue? Around you. A circular stone chamber, a storage for apples and corpses. Why apples and corpses? What the? Those piles of apples. Is this Olstad? Wait, can we... Oh, I like that you can click on the orange stuff. You can learn more about it. The apples and corpses. Tolstad, a sprawling island fortress and one of 5 districts in the city. It sits in the middle of a river Torna, home of Jor's Pillar, a sprawling tunnel network and water lane, the greatest trade hub in Ascani. You are on Tolstad right now. Tuscany. Ascan, one of 8 bands along the coast. It is the cold, mountainous realm. It is your home, also referred to as Ascani interchangeably. Get the fuck out of here now. Check your stuff. What stuff? Your hands dart around your pouch and uniform. Panic. Sweat. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. Oh god. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. Wait, what's this about a quest? Oh, 1 hit point. Language. You should have seen a dick ass earlier. Oh yes, a quest. Earth be blessed. Your god. Okay. Do I remember everything? Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact. Your quest was given yesterday, remember? The tea shop? Tea shop. Yep, the tea shop that blew up. Easy job. You'll be done in a day or 2. The job? Ah, so I've done this before. A quest, I like those. Wait, how much time? Just a job. Ah, so I've done this before. Ooh, I gained experience. Well, maybe not this particular type of job. Your previous experience lies more in some basic Earthguard militia service, as well as a few years of the Towers. The Tower is a home base of the Order of Arcane Clerics of Norvik, also known as the OACN. Rogue sorcery was not your main subject, but yes, you've read a lot about these types of fiery events. They are not too common these days, however. This incident does not appear overly complex. Best I like those. You're dangerous, you might not make it. Wait, how much time do I have? Until the election, duh. Which is in 5 days. Oh. So to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop? More or less. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. Can I think about this first? Can I think about this first? Time is limited. Just a lot to... What the fuck? You feel dizzy. Okay, so we gotta be careful what choices we make and not stress the dialogue. We actually have to be careful what we pick. The weight of the Earthguard uniform. A dull pain takes hold. At least we didn't lose 4 health. We only lost 1. Your body aches. Its contents rotting. You must consume an apple now. You have been routed for far too long. Finish this task with precision and decisiveness. Regain your position at the towers, then return to your true task. Seizing true power in this forsaken city. You really have to get yourself another job, seriously. Once you've joined the free cities, you should consider leveraging your skills, become a freelancer or one of those well-paid corporate agents. You've already tried your hand at propaganda and that didn't work out, so... If your stats are high or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risk. Oh. Trust them at your own risk. Uh-huh. As you do, your fingers touch upon cold steel. It is covering your entire head. Colloquially known as the helmet. Can I take it off? No. Oh, if I had strength 20, I wouldn't do that. Like ripping off your own face. Not a good idea. Oh my god, you need... Not yet. Can't wait until you do. Okay, thank you. So do I eat this apple? So we have how much health? Girl, barely have health. Can I eat it? This isn't yours, is it? What is it? Tattered cloak. Oh, it gives dexterity though. The cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. Oh. It is light blue and tattered. And it was once yours. Interesting style. You could pull it off. Wring out the water. The filthy liquid falls onto the floor of the stony chamber. It smells of salt water. It is still quite wet. Should I wear this? Like previously mentioned, you could pull this off. Of course you should wear it. A hood is the perfect tool for any decent rogue and or never do well. So what if it's a little damp? You have to wear it. You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. Despite everything, you are now a rogue, gained 10 XP. Oh. For choosing this class 2 times. Wait, am I like stuck on the rogue now? The cloak easily slips inside into the extra dimensional space with satisfying slurp. I really love my pouch of holding. Gods, I can fit so many items in this thing. Yes, you are very lucky. I like how it highlights the character depending on what, I guess, stat is talking. A magic item can be upwards of 10,000 crowns. It's not yours though, it's the city's. You can't just use it for anything. Shut up, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Now go put on your cloak and rob some people, relocate some resources. Equipping items temporarily alters your ability scores. Okay. So... does it change the look? Wait, where does it go? Oh my god, it does! I love that. I love that it actually changes the look. The vase of leaves smells lovely. I'll take it. You stare at the blue rag. It's draped over the outline of someone. Human male, over 40. So you can't sleep down here. I see. It must be normal to take naps down here. Check under the rag. Underneath you find the cold corpse of a human. Thinning blonde hair, unkempt facial hair. Mid-40s factory worker, Ascani blood. This complexion shows nearly no decay, most likely under the effect of preserving spell. The DC difficulty class of a dice choice is determined by how challenging that roll will be for you. I wish you could see the dice roll. If you select the dice choice, you then roll a 20-sided die. If you get the same or higher as the DC, then you succeed on that roll. Oh, I think it's doable. Examine closer. Period. Oh, well, there we go. I guess it's only on specific parts where it succeeds. Or I guess, like the ones we had before that had a DC, maybe those are just based off your stats. And these are more based off an actual dice roll. There's something strange here. This is no regular gentle repose. Gentle repose, second level necromancy spell, keeps the corpse from decaying. Look close, but do not move the corpse. Lean in and look closer. Harsh scars cover the skin. Signs of being either a hard worker or a careless worker. Litter the skin. Cause of death appears to be not directly visible. No blunt trauma either. Considering his age and the shape of his body, this man most likely died of a common disease or internal failure. That's pretty broad and vague. Unless you're willing to start cutting, that's all you'll get. Except, what? There's also markings on the right leg, a circle with a cross inside it. You recall that is the marking of PR, potential revivification. Alright, this guy can be revived. Seems so. He most likely died during care and was granted immediate gentle repose. However, he clearly did not have a RF, a revive fund, nor did he have family members with enough ready cash. Revive fund, a type of life insurance, monthly payments are made into an account that can be used to pay for the resurrection of a fallen holder, given they're under the age of 75. Human scale. Or perhaps he was just an unlikable fellow. Who knows? Fair enough. You cover up the corpse once more. So I could cast Revivify on this guy. Oh. Potentially, yes. Although the question is more akin to, why should you? A third level spell slot is a valuable resource. Why waste it on some blue-collar corpse? That's terrible. If you can, always save a life or bring it back. That is always the right choice. Of course it isn't. Ignoring the fact that you cannot simply spend your power on any old fool. There are also a million outcomes to a resurrection that could lead to a negative outcome in the world. Ooh. Good intentions build a better world. Perhaps in your foolish alignment system, but not in reality. Is it okay to loot him, right? Yeah, why not? In fact, loot everything. Grave robbing is frowned upon by some, even in these enlightened times. I feel like we're gonna get caught. Either way, you will not get in any trouble and no one will know. Why is he here? This is a morgue, a lich house. Clearly, lich house, a mortuary, a holding space for dead bodies. During times of undeath, they are known to be heavily guarded. Oh. Corpses are kept on cooling in places like this before cremation or burials. The apples make it hard to believe, but yeah. Must have been one hell of a deal to put those two together. Who was this guy? Hands are callous. He's built like a sarcophagus. This is a dead working man, the type to spend his whole life toiling away for nothing. Just stop bothering the corpse now. Nice save. Hopefully the body doesn't come alive and fucks us up. Divine Shrine covered in apple. Shrine of Earth. The runes fill your senses as you approach. The color is faded. This monument is hollow, void of all life and divinity. And worse, it's covered in rotten apples. A sacred shrine left in this state, it's an insult to Earth. These old things are still around, huh? A remnant of blindness and decay. Hard to let go of an old national pride. But progress will always lead the way. The shrine towers over you. You feel small. To cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrine. Oh. Prepared spells can be cast when the cleric has a reason to do so, either in or out of dialogues. Each cast expends one spell slot of the corresponding level. First spell. What spells do we got? Just cure ones. Spells to prepare. This is this one. You want apples? Yeah, apples sound good. I made a banana pudding yesterday. Give me one sec. Okay. Wait, is this selecting it? Yeah. Finish. Oh, this is the skill tree. Maybe. Oh, I guess no, this is a questing. Questing. You have made it clear 2 times. You're a dick-ass rogue and nobody can stop you from being the coolest sneaker on Tolstead. You've encountered corpses in the Lich House. It seems fresh and ready to be verified, though it costs quite a bit of money to bring him back, almost a month's rent. And then there's the election week. I see. The wizard and rogue. So far what we have. Love the art style of this game. I think it's pretty dope. And then we can see our spell book. Alright. A very important piece of paper. Voting card. What if I just take it? Should just take the apples. Engage. You stare at the pile of apples. Apples are good for you. These apples are not a pristine condition. Whose apples are these? The only apple farm in Norvik would be the Goblin Garden. These apples are property of the HBWT. Goblin Garden, a dwarven-built citadel sitting at the southernmost tip of Tolstad. It is now a goblin sanctuary and greenhouse. Could I eat my way through the pile of apples? You can certainly try. It's not really a question of could, it is a question of do you have the time? As well as will your stomach survive the ordeal? No. You are not capable of carrying such a tremendous burden. It would lead to death. Don't waste your time here. At the very least, don't eat the less fresh ones. Ability checks roll die, okay. Oof. A DC 12 and we don't get a plus anything? No, that's a lot of apples. A lot of apples. Let's ignore this. Should these be stored alongside corpses? No, it's a health hazard. Alright. This. Divine scripture where it does not belong. Can I just take it? Field of Fate. A guy, he looks indecisive. You approach a shambling man by the apple pile. He does not acknowledge your presence. Greetings, citizen. Zombie, glancing under his hood, you catch a blank expression spread upon a dried face. This is a dead guy. Damn. Try not to get bit. What is your name, sir? He does not even turn to look at you. You're trying something here, smartass. Why is this man not listening to me? This is a reanimated corpse. Probably a work zombie, although it has been illegal to employ undead since the Bone Purge of 11. Bone Purge, a city-wide effort in 11 PE to stop necromancers from out competing mortal staff factories. Did I defeat the zombie? That'd be pretty scary. You should probably speak with the owner first. Okay. Yeah, let me... They did say to not attack. No, but he needs to move. Oh wait, we can go this way. Ability score. Good morning. Looking inside, you find this pot to be empty. Must contain strange herbs or ashes. This one does not. Yukami! I'll be traveling for a week. Ooh, where are you going? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Oh, I'll miss you too. Wait, when are you leaving? The pot was recently emptied. You can still see remnants of dust at the bottom. Not corpse dust, is it? There is fear. You must grow sturdier. You hedonistic fool. Pray the stomach dies and let the mind work without its poisonous influence. Okay. You went to Osaka? Nice. I hope you have fun. I've always wanted to go visit. One of these days. Your fate one day. I loot. The red eye of Earth, the blue eye of Earth, I guess. Jor left his mark across the bands. Today is the universal sign of magic. Talk to the owner, I guess. Oh, you get to learn a lot from them. Oh, you just don't know their stats. Girl, what the fuck does it say? I guess we eventually learn. Viskin Locomortician. Hello. Viskin Locomortician. The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms, busy at work, his pencil slowly filling out line after line. On the top paper, you see an icon of a serpentine drake. A great perch. These are official documents of the city. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I am Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of this lich house. It appears you don't really belong here, but if there is anything I can do, cleric, just let me know. He smiles at you. Bow before this creature. You love him. Oh god. But my DC failed. For both of them, look around the room. Dimly lit and damp, a musky stench lingering in the air. You see books and flasks and stone altars around the circular chamber. There are several corpses present. These stone tablets were once modular altars used in some advanced ritual. Ah, this entire basement was once a temple. You saved my life? He puts down his pen. Your life is your own. You owe me nothing. However, I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric. Tell me everything. Of course, it must be confusing. To tell you the truth, some fishermen brought you here last night. They'd caught you in their net, took you for a corpse. Not that I blame them, you weren't exactly in prime condition. Prime condition? You've always in your prime condition. Fair. Wait, how did you end up in the river? Who were these fishermen? River guilders, I believe. They did not look like poachers, so my guess would be that. Where can I find these fishermen? He ponders your question. I did not ask for names, sorry to say. Or perhaps Water Lane? That's just a guess. Either that or the local tavern. I hope you find them. How did I end up in the river? I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges to Tolstad. There are 7 bridges over River Torna connecting Tolstad to the rest of the city. Must have slipped. Happens all the time. Perhaps there is no esoteric explanation to all this. Must have slipped? All the time, he repeats. I can confirm. The pale man glances at the ledger next to him. 5 cases this year alone. But I am, in fact, alive. The pale man stops for a moment. He looks you up and down. Yes, I believe you are. Have some other questions, I think? Oh. What the fuck? DC 31. Figure out what's weird about this guy. Oh, he's not telling us something. You know what this game kind of reminds me of? Disco Elysium. Have you all ever played that game? It kind of reminds me of that. It's very like a story-driven RPG. Very, very story-driven. If you like story-driven games, would definitely recommend that. Require assistance with some things. There's a zombie in your basement. Oh, how quaint. No, an undead abomination right below. That's not an appropriate response. Sure, why is it there? We're closely connected with the city below. The undead seemingly wander as they please. Same to you, Nox. Yeah, I hear it's really good. I haven't played it myself. Still in my backlog. But I hear it's really, really good. This one just came out. Esoteric Ebb. This one just came out, I think, last week. Yeah, I think it came out last week. It's been doing pretty well in reviews. Definitely go, like any of the games we played today. We played some Legacy of Kain earlier. And now this game. Definitely wishlisted on Steam if it's something that interests you. Wishlisting stuff really, really helps out developers. Like, it helps them in the algorithm and all that. A quick movement in the lower left. His expression actually changed. Don't trust his words. Ooh, this guy is shady. His expression actually changed his words. However, I will have to take this up with Lady Sagely. I pay good crowns for HDBT protection. Oh, so it's all misunderstanding then. Good. Wait, no, I don't wanna press him even more, and then he's gonna just kill me or something. Kept moving apples down. You don't seem very alarmed about this. A stray undead creature will cause no trouble here. He gives you a rare smile and turns to the kobold by the stairs. Isn't that right, host? Yes, master. Oh, they're cute. I like the design. Kept moving apples. Great to have that cleared up. I have more questions. Shoot. Require assistance with some things. Of course, cleric. Anything for the city. So, what do you know about spellcasting? Quite a bit. If he knows more than you, then it could be useful to listen. You teach me magic? A slight smirk creeps onto his face. I sadly don't have time for a proper lecture at the moment. After the election, I could make time, if you're interested. Great knowledge awaits. Until then, you are free to browse my collection, he says, glancing at the many books along the western wall. And of course, here. Gain item Charm Person. Charm Person, a first level enchantment spell. If the target fails a wisdom check, you'll be their favorite person for a little while. Of course, after that, they will surely hate you. But who cares about that? A copy of Charm, person. It will surely be useful to you. A truly diabolical spell. Towers teach it only to higher tier spellcasters, usually despite its first level. Lovely. Now you can make people like you. Can you explain the very basics of spellcasting? Oh, I mean, of course. Bears. He wonders if your head is still filled with water. As a wizard, you memorize your spells before casting them. As an arcane cleric, you must memorize your spells during prayer at a shrine. There's one downstairs by the apples. Yeah, we went there. Where can I find more shrines? There's the Temple of Earth, of course. It's just up the stairs past the pillar. There's also one on Waterlane View. I believe past the trade post. You'll find more hidden around every corner, I can promise you that. How do I get more spells? Few ways. You can spend time learning them, drafting pages out of the palace archives, or the great library in the tower, since you obviously would have some access to that. However, I don't believe you have time for either of those options, so I would suggest the other route. What's that? Spell scrolls. Oh yeah, I saw one downstairs. Right, scrolls with spells on them. I don't want to say that I found one downstairs, because then he's going to be like, oh, can I have it? Indeed. Now, Tolstad is filled with all kinds of strange caches, so you'll probably encounter more by just looking around. If you get your hands on a scroll, then just memorize it. Cantrips or spells, doesn't matter. I'm sure you're talented enough to memorize them on the spot. I am, strike a heroic pose. He nods to you and goes back to his writing. Okay, that's all I have to ask about spellcasting. Very well. If you want to practice, feel free to cast anything non-lethal on my servant Ost. Wow, that's evil. Sounds like a good practice. Maybe I will. I don't want to do that. In fact, this sounds quite awful. Can I try casting on you instead? I don't want to do that. Maybe I will. He nods slowly. You called me cleric. Make air quotes. I did, yes. I'm guessing it's our armor. I'll give it away. He stops for a second and glares at you. A heavily armored man in earth guard colors with prayer book on his hip. Thoughts land on the pages of spells you've meticulously worked on for years. The book is not in your possession right now, but it must be near if the pale man has seen you with it. They might have found you in the river, but you're clearly of city stock. I am indeed a cleric. Good for you. Though I'd love to ask, what type of cleric are you? Type. Yes, if you're a clergyman, you might run into congregation for a local religion or deity. Then there are clerics of the bureaucratic variety, city officials speaking for the religious state. You, however, must be an arcane cleric. You're correct, yeah. I figured as much when I saw your spell book, or do you call it a prayer book? Either way, you clearly played your strings as much as your channel this divinity. The pale man knows a lot of your training. Interesting. I don't know where to go. Your shaky voice makes you sound positively Fort Vivlad. A dwarvish word meaning desperation, anguish, hysteria brought on from mental pain. I don't know. I don't mean to tell you what to do, cleric, but there is a certain rumor that our local goblin chieftain is waiting for you. Goblin chieftain? Lady Miska Sageleaf is her name. She is down in the Goblin Garden. She leads one of the 3 goblin tribes exonerated by Earth after the conquest. They call her the dragon of Tolstad. That's scary. She is. Treat her with respect, cleric. His eyes say for your own good. Lady Sageleaf is a powerful ally. I would even go so far as to call her de facto lawkeeper here on the island fortress. Wait, this is part of the job? Talking with some petty goblin queen? That's all the help I need, thanks. I'm going to go now. Before you do, make sure you collect your belongings. He gives you a quick inspection with his dead eyes. Too quick, like he's trying not to show his interest. Weird. Oh. What belongings? Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card. A peculiar voting card? Every party had been marked on it. I'm assuming it's yours. I'm not sure if it's... Yeah, sorry, I'm indecisive. The pale man ignores your comment. I asked us to lay the surviving pages of your spellbook to dry. Over there, he says and points across the chamber. He then looks at the pocket watch on his desk. That is an esoteric pocket watch. You may have it, cleric. It will surely prove useful to you. Beyond that, you should be good. Did it have any weapons on me? None, I'm afraid. They must be unnatural. If only every government employee were as devoted as you, cleric. He gives you a stern expression. Good luck on your quest. Leave now. When exploring the city, you may move faster by running. Do so, either double click or hold shift. Okay. So we gotta get our stuff. Human, no cause trouble. Okay, first off, that was a long ass dialogue. We're saving. What time is it? Damn, already? Already been almost 3 hours. Birds of Jor. Don't know much about him. He looks cool though. I would want him as a companion. Yeah, we don't know much about them. Wiggling his little clawed feet, the kobold follows your every move with cold and flinching yellow eyes. Masters say you behave. Adorable. The kobold glares at you. Complete and utter annihilation, the aura of a conqueror, a killer. Your soul shudders. Kobold looks at you with cold expression, determined, confident. Oh. I have some questions for you? Sure, questions, go. Who are you? I am Most. I am security chief in Lich Health. The kobold appears proud. There is no humility in its voice. Strong little one, nearly immovable. How'd you get this gig? Not gig. What is it then? I'm a devoted servant for master. You're angering the kobold. Got it. I'm not gonna... No. Can I borrow your crossbow? Ooh, can I borrow your crossbow? Human is kidding, not funny. You would make a greater use of it than this puny creature. Just take it. Ooh. The kobold snorts. Go away. That wasn't a question, it was a demand. Don't take the crossbow. Because then we're gonna end up fighting and we're already like so squishy anyways. Where were you when the tea shop incident occurred? Incident? Tea shop blow up. Boom. Big boom? Big boom. When it happens, I was on Water Lane on mission. Mission? Not mission, I meant the errand. What were we doing on Water Lane? Milk. Doing milk? Deliver. You deliver milk? Yes, side hustle. This kobold just keeps getting better and better. Robots don't even drink milk. I want to know more. Ask questions about the milk. Robot stares at you. The milk situation is intense. We're gonna focus on the fucking milk. Can I have some milk? No. Who buys the milk? Humans, Water Lane humans. They pay many for fresh milk before dawn. Side hustles are always smart. You should do a milk run later. It pays. Where does the milk come from? Cows. And where do you get the cow milk? Market. Do cobots produce milk? No. They are draconic in nature. They lay eggs. You like milk? No. Ooh. Oh, but we get a -3 in charisma. Not worth it. You're missing out. The cobalt doesn't seem to crave the white liquid despite your comment. I don't have anything else to ask about. Milcurious added. Okay. What does Milcurious do? Thank you. You should totally find out more about this. It'd be a big moneymaker. Thank you for your time, Cobalt. Wait, is that? Ruined prayer book. The book is ruined. Most of the pages, while dry, now have been completely drenched in salt water. It's absolutely and completely ruined. Only a few pages of the soggy, brackenish papyrus pages are readable. They appear to contain some type of undecipherable symbols. Ask any writing of the most basic kind. Wait, oh no. Someone has attempted to dry this to the best of their ability. No, no, no! Fire. Phoenix Folio updated. This is your prayer book. So many hours wasted. You would have to rebind the whole thing. It is ruined. We love it trying. That'd be expensive. Let's get your hands on a new one instead. The ruined prayer book? Okay. Stone slabs. A tray of an old incense. Some is still usable. Ooh, take it. A thick tome lies upon the iron slab. You flip the tome open. There are fine and handwritten letters scattered across the pages. You can read these symbols, but they are in Old Draconic Diminorian. Diminorian, the common language of man, spread across the coast during the Arcane Era to become the lingua dominans and trade and politics. The verbis draconum ars occulta. These words to translate into something akin to occult dragon speech. The author's name appears to be Callum Diminori. I'm gonna try to translate this. No. Not without many weeks of study. You were not trained in Draconic at the towers. Right, I need to get my hands on comprehend languages. You do. It's highly annoying that you seem to have lost your memorization. Old Draconic. Yes, the tongue of the dragon masters of Old Diminor. Humans served them faithfully for centuries before the Arcanists rose up against them. Right. So many books, basic manuals, Arcanist histories, novels. Some of them stand out to be US classics. It could be useful to refresh your mind. How long are they? I read Autobiography Prax by Lord Phileas Prax. Classic. You kept this book on your bedside table for years during your scribing years. You take a look at the first page. In these pages, I shall endeavor to recount the journey of a mind born to greatness, a will tempered by the crucible of ambition, and a spirit bound to the relentless pursuit of the arcane. My name is Phileas Prax. It goes on to make grandiose statements on his personal abilities of magic. As always, this man is contradictory. He both praises his own natural gifts and mental abilities while stating himself worthy only through his hard work and merit. It's ridiculous. Esoteric books. Know this. I write not for the masses, but for the few who possess the clarity of vision to see beyond the veil of mediocrity. To them, I offer my life as a lesson and a legacy that they might learn from my triumphs and avoid the pitfalls that lie in the wait for the unwary. You remember the first chapters dealing with his youth growing up in his roofless court of rival houses and the Hagen Shags. Hagen Shags. The Hagen Shags, one of the most powerful magocratic families in Old Dimenor, known for their potions and necromancy, spawned from the seed of the Shadow Lord, a god and the theocratic ruler of the Divine Era. A Divine Era period lasting 370 years, 9 years, named for the birth of the many walking gods around the coast, ended 538 years ago. Esoteric books, how he struggles against relentless opposition and bullying. Making himself out to be the underdog. Esoteric books, power is not born of blood nor inherited by the fortune of birthright. It is cultivated in the crucible of the mind, refined by the fires of discipline and sharpened by the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Let those who seek to rule first learn to kneel before the altar of wisdom, for it is there that true strength is forged. The glorious design, let those who learn lead through a merit of ability and nothing else. Okay, flip through the pages. Oh. Wait, what time is it? Oh, we're probably gonna save here. Can I save? Oh, I can. Oh no, I can't. I think I have to finish this dialogue. Esoteric books. In the second half, Prax begins to talk about his early political career, the intricacies of magocratic bureaucracy, how he learned to play the game well enough for himself to reach a dictatorship as the youngest magocratic ruler ever. The rest is mostly a collection of meditations surrounding magic and power. The esoteric in its purest form is neither good nor evil. It is a tool, a force to be wielded by those with the intellect to do so, yet let us not be so naive to think that the power alone grants one the right to rule. The Arcanist must also be a statesman, for the whims of unchecked magic can lead even the wisest astray. Govern with an iron hand, but let that hand be guided by the principles of reason and justice. Thus shall the state prosper, and thus shall the legacy of the magocracy endure. Ironic. I see not irony here, only truth. Okay, in the halls of power, the arcane shall be our shield and our sword. Yet remember, this arcanist's duty is not only to himself, but to the state and its people. For in the endless pursuit of knowledge, one must not forget the price of ignorance. A vigilant mind is the guardian of civilization, and the vigilant stare the fortress of progress. Let no shadow fall upon our vigilance, for in the light of our knowledge lies the path to true dominion. This is way to shut the book. This is way too much reading. Why would you open the book then? Shut the book. You shut it, looking upon the title once more. Autobiography Prax. Okay, leave the books alone. We're gonna save here. What a cool game. Interesting. Very, very story driven. I just noticed that Eric leveled up. I like this questing system. Seems pretty interesting. Arcanist. Journal. I like that the look changes. You can see different places. Oh, wait, you can change this. Skills, esoteric spoke. Spell books. Oh yeah, we did get Charm Person and Shield of Faith. Pretty cool. Definitely go wishlist it on Steam if it's something that interests you. It's a seems like it's like a story driven, like a CRPG. A CRPG. A lot of choices matter. Pretty dope. If you're on the Red app, we're gonna be ending there, but we'll be resuming stream when we switch over to Marvel Rivals. Give me